GloZell has gone out with a homeless man.
Yeah. Now I need to make friends with the cinnamon.
Your love-hate relationship with cinnamon is so interesting.
And I was just, whew. Yeah, cinnamon.
Oh, you're getting a flashback.
Whew.
Hello, all my Delulu besties, and welcome back to another episode of Delulu with Ryan Liu. I'm your host, Lulu, your Delulu BFF, Ryan, aka Emotions, and today in the studio with us, we have a living legend. She is an OG content creator, a YouTube founding mother, and you might recognize her from her iconic green lipstick or her infamous cinnamon challenge. If you have not guessed who our next guest is yet, you have not been online in the past 10 years, but please welcome to Delulu Studios, GloZell Green.
Hello, this is GloZell. Is you okay? Is you good? Because I want to know. I'm so excited to be here with you.
I'm so excited that you're here. How are you?
Oh my goodness. I'm like, how did we even no, do you just show up on people's life right when you need them?
I hope so, and that's the plan. I give it to the algorithm, God, the universe.
That part. Well, you know what? I feel like there's so much I could talk to you about. You said God, universe. What is it that you believe in?
Oh, I believe, for me, it's God. So the universe is God for me.
The universe is God for you.
They're both the same to me. So universe, God, same.
So we're like, because I noticed your shirt. There's a skull. There's what is it? Like a Ouija board thing on the back. So I was just like, I don't know if he was a warlock or what we working with
None
here.
of that. None of that.
Right? People get so whatever.
Let's clear up the rumors right now.
Okay.
Ryan is not a warlock.
You're not a warlock.
Not
Okay.
a witch.
Not
Just
a witch.
little Delulu, a little spiritual.
Okay. See, I love that so much. Another thing is when I first was watching you, I'm like, I don't know what Delulu is, but I want it.
Oh my gosh.
I need some Delulu.
And we're Delulu now.
Just whatever he's got, I got it. And I've just been watching and I got addicted. I'm like, how does he know to talk just to me?
Thank you so much.
How do you know that that's the message I need?
I'm so happy you said that. Honestly, that means a lot to me, especially with the content I make and the affirmations I do. And I see you in the comments and it literally makes my day. I screenshot it every time I get a notification.
Oh my God. I was kind of scared at first.
No.
Okay. Because I get emotional. Because I was brought up, very South, very, very church. And then I'm like, what is this? I'm drawn to this, but is it anti that? But
No.
I'm more pro this.
It's never
where
that.
I am in my life, and I'm just like, so I didn't comment a lot of times because I felt like someone could be, that's GloZell. We're gonna tell the pastor that she Delulu now.
Be Delulu,
whatever.
girl.
And I'm
Absolutely.
I'm out of the Delulu closet. I'm just like,
Welcome to the light. We're so happy to have you out here with the rest of our Delulu besties.
Yes, and I love it. It's great here.
And that's how you exactly manifest too. It's being Delulu, just being really confident in what you want.
Yes.
And you are such a great manifester. You have had such an incredible career spanning 2 decades now as a creator.
And I still look good.
You do.
I still look good.
That was my first thought when you walked in. You looked
really?
amazing. Genuinely.
Oh, thank you.
Oh
Black
my
don't
gosh.
crack, but it's starting to give a little bit. So I might do a little bow tie right here. I'll be
You don't need it.
53 this year.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. You don't look 53 at all.
Thank
I don't even know what
you.
53 would look like, but you look really, really good. You look exactly how you looked when we met 10 years ago. So
yeah.
Okay, it's okay if you don't remember this, but GloZell, I met you at GloZell Fest 2015.
Oh, yeah.
This was us. I was a baby here.
Baby Lulu.
Baby Lulu.
Baby Lulu.
GloZell, I have been a lifelong fan.
Oh my goodness. And it's just so amazing how I found you. Was I following you that long and then all of a sudden, I just started watching at the time I need it?
You know what? I feel like if I didn't look up to you and watch you pretty much growing up, I wouldn't even be making those videos that you saw. You really are mother. You're a mother.
Thank
you raised me. You raised an entire generation of
Thank
creators.
you.
And I think you deserve your flowers for that.
This is my flowers. Thank you. Give me my flowers now. And to anybody, I want my park now. I want my street now. I want to see it
Period.
now.
You deserve equity in every creator.
Thank you.
Yeah, you deserve a percentage of every creator out right now.
I certainly appreciate it. Every time I see something, I'm like, do you know? You got it so much easier now. No one knew what I was doing.
You honestly have been through a lot, and you talked about it and your journey, and I wanted to tap into that with you too. But Wait, how was GloZell Fest? I loved it.
I love a GloZell, and I want to
I was
bring.
so excited to meet you.
This is
We're
amazing.
doing your iconic pose. Yes.
Yes. Now, when when GloZell Fest happens again, you got to come.
Oh, we need GloZell Fest 2025.
Oh, that's soon. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
we need it.
goodness.
YouTube owes you. We need to have it. This was in
That
YouTube
part.
Space LA.
That part.
Oh, YouTube owes you everything.
Well, thank you. I certainly appreciate that.
I will advocate for you. YouTube, come on. We got to give it up for GloZell. But
you.
when you do have your GloZell Fest,
Yes.
Brett is coming, Jalika's coming, Asian's
yes.
coming. I'm going to be there. All of the Delulu besties are going to come. We need to have another GloZell Fest.
You have such a great team.
Oh my God.
And you I don't
you.
know if you know this about me. I don't know where to put this.
Thank you.
Is that most people don't know this, but I am an introvert.
Me too.
And people
Me
think
too.
like, because I'm like, you're doing videos and do that, but I'm like,
Yes.
there's nobody there. You're by
Yes.
yourself,
Yes.
for the most part. And then you go out, or the people invite you, and they think that you're just gonna be on stage, and you're like,
You
know,
have to
like
turn on the energy.
You have to.
I so get it. I'm the exact same way. I'm very introverted, and then I feel like people are really shocked when they meet me because I'm a lot calmer. I do turn it on when the camera's rolling.
That part.
But yeah, I'm very introverted.
And when you feel like
I'm shy.
you're definitely with your tribe or with your people,
Oh, yeah.
know, it makes it so much easier. But like, I clicked with your manager and your people here, like, oh, great. Because
I'm
I
so
think
happy you
it's
said
under
that.
the umbrella of you.
Thank you.
You get invited to so many things and you're just kind of like, okay. I was already the older one when I started, so
Yeah.
now I'm coming in and I'm like, okay.
But you never looked misplaced.
Thank you.
You genuinely belong.
Thank
and
you.
I feel like if it wasn't for you, because okay, fun fact, y'all, GloZell was actually the first vlogger ever. So we need to
thank you.
recognize that as well.
Recognize. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I want to get something to drink, but I guess I'll take it out of this thing without a nice little mug.
Can we get our celebrity guest a little mug?
I
Jalika,
saw one that
would
said
you mind grabbing
Delulu
her
on
one?
it, and I'm trying to, don't make me steal it because I'm not above that. I
You
am
will
not
be
above that.
leaving Delulu with more than a mug.
Oh,
Trust
really?
us. Yes.
Oh, see, there you go. Okay. Now it'll taste so much better now.
We love a product placement moment here, but thank you. Delulu mugs.
Oh, yeah. Go.
You are such an icon, GloZell. Honestly, and everything that you've done with not even just YouTube, but as an entertainer. I think
Thank
we
you.
need to put respect on your name more than just a content creator, as an entertainer.
Oh, see, this is why I came here. He just.
I'm a fan.
He's
I'm
like
a huge fan.
throwing the flowers at me. But let me tell you, I'm so glad, because I've saved so many of your videos, and I play them because I'm like, this is very uplifting. Me getting just happy off of what you said. I'm like, yes, I claim it for myself. Yes, that's right.
Well, it's yours.
Because everybody goes through your ebb and flow. And I don't know
Yeah.
if you ever get that way, because you
I
lift
do.
everybody up. Like, people don't realize, like,
Mm-hmm.
they say check on your strong ones. Like, I'm a giver.
Wait.
But when do people like, okay. So I followed you, and then I go back and I listen to you. And I claim this over your life. I'm like,
Period.
thank you.
I'm speaking in existence
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
And you're honestly a good luck charm for me.
Thank
you brought
you.
all that good energy
Thank
for
you.
over a decade now.
And now your place is green.
Oh, yeah.
I take
We are
I take credit.
exclusively green today for Miss GloZell Green. So if you guys
Yes.
aren't peeping the video version of this podcast exclusively on Spotify, the set today is green. And
That's
I'm
right.
wearing green. My
Yes.
nails are green.
They look so nice. Close up of those nails. Like,
I don't know how to show you. But the nails are green, y'all.
yes.
And we have Miss GloZell Green in here, of course.
Okay. Since you manifest, there's a person that I want to manifest.
Oh, who we claiming?
So,
Tell us about him.
Okay.
He's already yours. This
he
is your man.
mine.
This is
and
your
I'm
man's.
going back and forth because I'm like, well, maybe we're just supposed to be friends. And then I'm
if
like,
you want more, you can have more.
we never even talked on the phone. It's just been little messages.
Really?
And I'm like, I still think that he's the one though. But
you know
I
what?
don't-
He's probably like super shy and intimidated by you because you're like a massive celebrity.
But
So
he is a massive celebrity.
not bigger than GloZell Green. Period. You need to know who you are, Miss Thing. Exactly.
See, that's what I mess with you. That is why I mess with him.
Well, this is actually objectively just a fact. Even if it wasn't me, you were GloZell Green. That is the affirmation, actually. Can we all affirm that? I am GloZell Green.
Find the GloZell Green and
You gotta channel your GloZell to live confidently and boldly.
Yes.
You have been through so much reinvention over the past
Thank you.
decade, and you've been
Thank
navigating
you.
it well. It's an ever-changing creator economy.
It's so amazing to quote unquote still be here.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
so many have
longevity.
come and gone, you know.
You said that,
but
yeah.
that tortoise that that keep on going to be here with you, which is like a generation after me, and you recognizing me, I'm like, thank you.
Oh my
I'm
God.
still here, first of all. Thank you.
Well, you raised me, you raised all of us, this entire new
It's my
generation
baby
of
right
creators.
here. My baby.
Oh my God, you're my mother.
And I feel like I've done a good job. Look.
Oh my God, thank you. That is
Yes,
so sweet. I
yes,
really
yes.
hope I'm as empowering and entertaining and like positive as you are.
You are. I want
Thank
the
you.
tour to happen. I'll open up for you what you need, what your interests are, who you be with. Let's do
Wait,
it.
besties, if GloZell and I go on a tour, are you gonna come out to see us?
Let's just do a few dates here, show
I'm
up.
so
A
down.
Q&A or something like
Oh my God, we can moderate or something.
I feel like that can happen easily.
Yeah, and it'd be super fun and entertaining. And you have
Yes.
so much advice to give, and
Thank
you've
you.
obviously been through
Thank you.
so much just even as a creator and on the platform, dealing with the algorithm changes, the
I mean,
the
when you're
creator
on
economy
Forbes,
changing.
literally one day, and then you are in the EBT line, like it just. Now I have a child, like this and that, like it's. But listening to you and knowing who you are inside yourself, like you have to keep going. And if you keep going, now I feel like I'm just not coming out of it. And sometimes it could take years. And during those years, I'm listening to you. I'm listening to you.
Oh my gosh.
Who you're saying is a reflection of me, and you go back and forth, and you listen, like you got it. You be delusional. I'm being delusional about it. I'm gonna get out of this divorce just fine. I'm gonna continue to keep my
And
place.
you
I'm gonna
did.
keep my car. I'm gonna keep my child. I'm gonna keep my names. And here we are.
Well, I'm genuinely so proud of you, and I
Thank
just
you.
want you to know there's
you.
no me without you. I wouldn't be
Same,
creating
same.
content without you. I wouldn't be able
Thank
to
you.
do what I do without you. And
I wouldn't be creating more content without you because you get like stuck, or you just feel like, what
it
else
gets
am I supposed to
hard.
do?
It's an isolating business. It
Find
really is.
Ryan. Find people that inspire you. Even if you feel like you can't inspire yourself, just listen to it. You do.
Thank
Your
you.
true Delulu. Just put this. This is your true Delulu. Your true.
I am so
just
happy
keep
you're
it.
quoting it. Thank you
Just,
so
I'm
much.
like, I have to tell myself that.
Well-
Is you okay? Is you okay? You're
And
I
you
got
are
some-
okay.
I am. We are more than okay.
You are. You're doing so great, and I'm proud of you. And I want to talk about that journey. So, like you said, one day you're in Forbes, and the
Yes.
next day you're in line for
Yes,
EBT.
yeah, EBT. I'm filming it because a part of me still feels like, okay, like I'm here, but if I've been there before, I can get back.
Oh, I love that attitude. Yes.
I'm in the food line, film myself. Thank you for the can of beans. Thank you. Because it's like, look, I had to save everything I can, so if there's a free food line, I'm getting in it, and one day I'll be able to get back.
Absolutely.
And I've been doing that, and I'm thankful, and I'm here.
You've climbed the mountain, you've been
Thank
back
you.
again, and you're able to tell your story and your journey.
That part.
And even for someone like
That
me,
part.
like when I began, I started content creation in 2020, and knowing your story, because you've
Thank
been
you.
so transparent and vulnerable about being at the top, and then, things shifting in a different way.
Right. You think that I'm like YouTube, like that's it. That's my thing. That's my bread and butter. And then overnight, nobody sees your videos. Half of the people see your videos. It's like, you're like, what? And then there's so many more people on. And I'm like, great, more people can be on, but like, what happened? Like, things
It becomes
change.
so competitive, and the algorithm changes, and then it feels
That
like the
changes.
platform doesn't support you the way they used to, and then it's like, how do I navigate from here? How do I change? How do I
Right.
adapt to that? But you
Right.
did adapt.
Thank you.
Because then honestly, not even just on YouTube, as of course you are a co-founder of YouTube.com, but you also were able to grow your following across
Yes.
the other platforms, which is a big
Yes.
feat in itself.
Yes, and those come and go. Do you remember Periscope? Do you remember
Vine.
there was Kik? There was Vine was hot.
Yeah.
And boom.
Yeah.
And some of those Vine stars didn't make it,
What do you have to say to creators about longevity? How do you have a long career in being a creator?
First of all, surround yourself by positive people, but you have to find what you love to do, and then those people will find you. And that might change, sometimes it's changes, since I have a daughter now. I call her my little green ivy, I'm the glow on
Blue Ivy, you're Beyonce. Oh my God, I love that.
I really was gonna name her Green Ivy, but that was my name
Copyright.
for my child. But Blue was born first, and I'm like, no one's gonna believe that I had green ivy.
It's on the record. GloZell had the green ivy name first prior to Blue.
Years before.
Absolutely.
So I'm like, okay, well. And I saw.
Well, Ozell is still such an incredible name.
Thank you. And it ended up being the right name. And my father was named Ozell. And I was like, did I name her right? And it's a very little baby. And I've just finished changing her. And I was like, did I name her right? Because I know your name is very important. I know a lot of people that don't like their name and don't like their birthday. So like her name, I was like, universe, her name's got to be right. And her birthday has to be right. And one day I was like, Ozell, and she turned around like she knew her name. I was like, okay, thank you.
That's the one.
That was my sign.
Yeah.
I did IVF, and you could pick the birthday. And
I didn't know that.
This is when my Delulus kind of started.
Ooh.
Because I was like, well, if I'm going to pick a day, maybe I'll go to a numerologist. Is that okay?
Oh my gosh, do it.
Wait,
what zodiac sign did you want her to be?
Well, I was like, well, I'm a Leo.
Oh.
I'm like, not that I believe in that, but I'm like, I'm just saying. So then I went to a numerologist. I went to an astrologist. I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm probably kicked out of church now. Okay, well. So
you know what? You're welcome here at Delulu. So it's fine. And everyone who goes to church is also welcome here.
That part. My mother's born Christmas Eve. And she cannot stand her birthday. She's like, I only get one gift, and da-da-da-da. So I knew birthdays were important because every year we got to hear about how she does not like her birthday.
You have been so instilled on like lessons and just things that you observed from your parents. I know that you said that you're punctual because your parents were be late picking you up.
Late. I'm the only black person at the school, and I'm sitting there like this. Every day, kindergarten, first, second, third, that went to 8th grade. So I'm very punctual. And
you were
hard
punctual
in
today too. I will note that, and I appreciate that. I'm a Virgo, so I'm very much like I'm very meticulous. I'm very punctual
Are you
too.
August?
I'm August.
Okay.
Ooh, we're almost neighbors because you're July.
July 30th. Okay.
Ooh, yeah.
So her birthday.
Yeah.
I picked the 4th because that was supposed to be magical day, and I'm like, okay. And it's also President Barack Obama's birthday, and when
your
she was
close
born,
personal friend.
Yes, he sent her a happy birthday.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'm like, okay, here. I'm like, President Barack Obama. She's like, he was born on my birthday. I'm like, that's right. Okay. All right.
Oh my God, she is so your daughter.
Okay. But I feel like we're the ghetto Gimmo girls because she's definitely like the one in charge. It's like, I'm like, oh yeah, but you're right. She was right.
She has such a personality already. I was just watching your videos of her reacting to your older videos.
Oh yeah.
She's a star. She's the next one.
Thank you.
I'm so excited. She's the next generation of being a creator.
She really loves doing that.
And she's only 8 right now.
She's 8. She'll be 9 August 4th.
Oh my gosh. Well, her birthday's coming up. We're going to have to do a joint celebration for all 3 of us.
Yes. I love that.
It is Delulu Summer. We'll be having a Delulu Summer birthday party for GloZell.
All of us. And we got
Angelica. She's a Gemini. She's our PA over there.
Yes. And we need to do, I'm serious about some kind of date, some kind of, even if it's not a tour, like a day where it's like there's people and
100%, because I'm actually so inspired by your GloZell Fest. I just looked at my journal entry from 2015 because it was a decade ago.
Yeah.
And I read the journal entry and I was like, so I lived in Orange County at the time, which is an hour away from where we are in LA right now. GloZell Fest was at YouTube Space LA. I drove an hour, maybe an hour and a half at the time to go see GloZell. And just being there in the energy and everyone being so excited, and you were such a star.
Thank you. It was so nice to see boys, girls, everybody doing their best in the green and the tutus and the Crocs and the this and just a good energy. And I'm like, there's so many things that cost so much. I'm like, I need a free event that people could come in and just have a good time. And everybody did.
Time. It was super
I'm so
great.
glad. And look what happened.
I know. I'm so happy I found that picture too.
Thank you.
It's such a cute picture.
Adorable little baby Lulu. I got something for you.
Me?
Yeah, you know the one right here.
I got you gifts.
Okay, well, I want mine first.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
As I drink out the cup.
Yeah.
I'm going to take this one.
Oh, it's all yours. We have more for you. Should we give it to you now? Let's do it.
Let's do it.
This is for you for being a guest on the show.
Hey!
Wait, what's in it, GloZell? What do we have in there?
Oh!
Wait, what is it?
Wait. Oh!
Oh! Is that an official Delulu podcast hat?
Oh my goodness.
It looks so good on you. You're matching Brett right now, actually.
That part. We're twinsies.
You guys are
Besties.
twinnies.
Yes. So I love this. All
Thank
right.
you.
Okay. And
Your own Delulu
now
podcast
I have two because
mug.
I'm
Now
still
you have
stealing
two,
that
girl.
one. I'm still stealing
That one's
one.
for Ozell. That one's for you.
Yes, perfect.
Yay.
All right. Oh, well, wait. There's more. Aww.
Oh,
You're
I feel
so
like
sweet.
that was a really long card. Should we read it or should we not? I'm like, I don't even remember what I wrote, but I do know it was a long one. I had a lot to say. So you can also get Starbies for your new Delulu mugs.
Thank you.
Of course.
There is so much, and I love it.
She is mother. I got her a Mother's Day
Aw,
Starbucks card.
Thank you.
Thank you for being a guest.
You are everything.
Stop.
You really are.
No, I'm so honored and humbled that you are here.
You know.
When I told everyone that you were coming, my entire team was so excited. They were freaking out. Oh my gosh, like I know they're so starstruck meeting you too. I was nervous.
What? No. I mean,
was
I feel
nervous.
like, this is gonna sound this gonna be fine here, but
Okay.
that we've met before.
We have.
And I'm just feel happy to be free to say that here in the safe space.
You're in a
I'm
safe
like,
space.
it wasn't. I was like, oh yeah, that's my brother, my sister, my cousin, right?
Family
When I
was
first
out
saw
there.
you, I'm like, wow, we just met this time,
Yeah.
but it's not.
Well, I'm like such a different person now from when we met a decade ago. Like I was a huge fan, and I'm still a huge fan.
I don't even know if you can get this open because this is like industrially closed.
Oh my gosh! Wait, I'm gonna attempt. Should we do a little ASMR
Yeah,
opening,
let's-
besties? Besties, if you're not watching the video version of this podcast, I'm opening a green envelope. Okay, wait. I'm so excited. I am getting it open.
Good.
Is it the gummies?
Yas. Is you chill? And they're cinnamon free, by the way. There's
Cinnamon free.
It says on there no cinnamon.
Thank you
because cinnamon tried to kill me.
so much. I'm so excited about this. So this is the Is You Okay? Is You Chill? They are
Yes.
mushroom gummies from GloZell.
I'm gonna take a picture.
Oh my God, can we take one?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture. Like, oh my gosh, yay! And there's more,
Oh,
right?
there's more?
I think.
Okay, Oprah, let's see.
Ah!
Oh my gosh. Wait, is this the hemp?
This is the CBD rub that's also mine.
Thank you so much.
So if you have
Wait,
any aches and pains,
if we're
you-
aching and paining, I'm getting there, girl.
Yes.
We have.
Thank you. And it's so nice to finally, have a product because I'm like, what is my? Because when
Yeah.
you think of CBD and stuff like that, you think green, and I'm like, oh,
And you invented the color green.
I did.
Yeah.
I
Well,
did.
I want to talk about the gummies. So you had just put this out. I know you've been working on it for a while.
Yes, my dad was a pharmacist, Dr. GloZell Green. Thank you. And I kept thinking, like, what is something that helps people feel good, something along those lines.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, the gummies. And so this is the first batch, and then there's the rub, and then I'll have different ones because the goal is eventually have them shaped like, lips and,
Oh my
move on
gosh,
that. Yeah.
I love that. And this is great flavor, right?
Yes.
No cinnamon, y'all.
No cinnamon.
No cinnamon.
GloZell's grape gummies. So I thank you so very much. Please.
Thank you.
Whenever you take them, please feel free to talk about them and they help you with your Delulu.
Yes, besties, this will absolutely help you if you're Delulu. If you're trying to get in a meditative state, if you're
Yes.
trying to relax, if you're trying to decompress, this is the product for that. And you can actually get them at www.glozellgreen.com.
Wow! You do your research.
Oh,
I
I'm
definitely
just a
appreciate
fan.
it.
I'm just a
Oh,
fan. I'm just a fan. But absolutely,
Okay.
like,
You're
and
more than
thank you
that.
so much
Thank
for it. I'm
you.
so excited to try them and get in my Delulu state. We're gonna be taking them and listening to some affirmations,
That part.
watching some GloZell Green videos,
That part.
and or emotion videos.
Yes. I love it all.
Well, we met at YouTube Space
Yes.
LA, and YouTube Space is more than just the venue for GloZell Fest. You also hurt yourself.
I was wondering if you knew that because you're like, and you just say, I'm like, I almost died there.
Well, I want to talk about that. For
Okay,
those
I
who
didn't
do
know.
not
Okay.
know, GloZell was opening. She was co-hosting
Yes.
an award
I think
at
it's the Streamy Awards. Mm-hmm.
one of them,
Yeah, Streamy.
the Streamies.
Streamy Awards, yeah.
And she had this beautiful grand entrance that she was gonna drop down on a fire, pole like a firefighter.
And
What
guess what?
happened?
I am not a firefighter.
Not a firefighter.
So I recommend not going down the pole. So I went down the pole. I heard the loudest crunch I've ever heard. And at night, I mean, for years, after I closed my eyes, I could still hear it.
Oh, that's so scary.
So here's the thing. I was in so much shock, and it was the show, and people were just like, she's joking. I'm like, as the ambulance was coming, I'm
the
going.
paramedics were on their way.
And everyone's still thinking, she is really committed to the role. Like, what part of the show do you think this is? I'm in handicap parking right now because of it. I shattered my ankle. There is no bone in my ankle right now. There's all titanium. Yes.
That is so crazy. And this literally happened when you were opening the show, too.
Yes.
I know you talked about it. You said that you felt like in that moment, it all happened in a flash. You thought your career was over.
Yes.
You were thinking about all the projects you were working on
I
at
was
the time.
supposed to go on Amazing Race that month.
Right. And then it felt like it was dashed right in front of you.
Right. I'm like, what?
You know?
And from, we might have to amputate. And I'm thinking like, no, my daughter's on her way.
Oh my God, I didn't know that.
Yes, that's the first thing. And I'm like, I'm just so chill at this moment because I'm like, what is happening?
Well,
Whatever happens.
You're a true entertainer. You brushed it off. You took a selfie.
I did. I took a selfie.
You got into that ambulance.
With Colleen, a.k.a. Miranda Sings.
Right.
And Rebecca Zamolo. There's a picture of them like, because I'm like, let's take it. Okay, now I'm leaving. Because I wasn't a part of the show actually anymore. I was the opening act. That's how I came in. Boom, and I'm gone.
It had to be done there. I mean, you took Break a Leg quite seriously.
Literally. Like, shattered. Break would have been fine. Like, shattered. Like, there's metal. I always know when there's a metal detector on or off.
Oh, right. When you're going through the airport.
Yeah, if it doesn't beep, I'm like, these things are not
then
on.
this
They're
flight's
not
a
working.
little sketch.
Yeah,
I'm not sure
and it has happened. I'm like, okay, all right.
You're testing it for them. You're like, TSA, this is actually a little defective right now.
I'm just like, I'm like, okay, let's go.
There you go.
Uh-huh.
Well, honestly, did YouTube ever give you any workers' comp for that? They owe you so much. I'm gonna speak it out right now. YouTube, come on.
I still feel like there's like millions that they're gonna hand me one day. Just like, you know what? Since you didn't sue us, since you didn't do it, it's hard because you love YouTube so much.
Right.
Then it's like, I wouldn't win against them in a court. Like, they got $1 billion. I feel like they would have to on their own part to be like, you know what? So much time has passed. I had to keep going because there was a time like,
well, you're living with this injury now.
Injury and huge scar, a huge giant scar, and you see, like, this is. I want you to touch it, feel it. Touch it? Touch it. Okay. Come here. No, like, get in there. Like, that is a metal bone. That's like, it's not a bone. It's metal, right here.
Oh my God, you guys! It is literally a pole. It is literally a pole.
And it took a while because you're like. Now I'm deformed on top of it. Like, what?
No.
Like, what is there? So I will always wear things long, and I'm like, it looks so much better now because the scar goes all the way up here.
Oh my God, I feel so insensitive. I'm like showing so much ankle right now.
No, yeah, show
Should
them.
I cover up?
Show them. No, don't do that. Now I'm just like, I gotta lift these up now because I can't jump a leg. I gotta. We gotta show some sometimes.
Your entire life literally changed from that incident.
It
Oh my God,
did.
YouTube, we need to run you a check.
Thank you.
Honest, I will go march to YouTube. I have no relationship with YouTube, but I will march up to YouTube and I will demand. As a TikToker, we are expecting GloZell being compensated for that incident.
Thank you. I'm like, I have to walk. I have a child coming, and now I'm not doing Amazing Race. So I'm like, what would have happened if I'd been? Then there was a internet of. We were called YouTubers then, but I don't know what they call it now. That was the show. It was just people from the internet.
For creators.
Yeah, it was a creative one on
all
Amazing
your
Race.
peers were...
And all my friends went, and I'm like...
But you know what? You did come to terms with that incident, and you know that a lot of things, you got more opportunity out of it, which you actually talk about in your book, Is You Okay? By GloZell Green, available on Amazon.
Available on Amazon.
This is such an inspiring read.
Thank you.
Thank you. I read this when it originally came out a decade ago, and I revisited it to prepare for you coming onto the show. And I feel like I relate to it so much more now as a creator.
Thank you.
The stories of resiliency that you talk about, the things that you've been through, your upbringing, you talk about your faith, and you talk about like what you believe in. in chapter 4, you mentioned, I want to make sure I get this quote correct, but in chapter 4, you mentioned that finding faith in yourself was what gave you the faith versus trying to find it from other sources.
Right.
And then that's how you started believing in yourself.
Yes. If you believe in other sources, those other sources, trust me, they will leave. They can leave. They can move. They can come back whenever they feel like it. But that's you in the mirror. I look in the mirror and like, GloZell, I love you.
Good.
If you don't hear from somebody else, you hear from yourself.
We all love you. So honestly, you reflected exactly how we feel about you.
Thank you. Oh my goodness. All right. May your show go on forever and ever. As long as you want to. May it be viral all the time.
Claiming. Universe, you heard that.
Yes.
Please.
The Shay Shay show is probably on pause right now. So like now it's about you now.
Oh my God. Thank you so much. We are manifesting that the show is something big, and we're so happy.
Cat Williams, come here. Blow it up. Come on.
Everyone, please.
That
Absolutely.
That
but you know what? There won't be any better guests than you. You were so entertaining. And like I said, this book, it's just the way you go about it in the journey. I know you presented this, and a lot of people expected from a comedic YouTuber to put out a book that's probably going to be funny. And it is very funny. There are so many funny moments, but you really detail your journey and to where you are now. And I wanted to ask you, if we were to make a sequel for Is You Okay?
It's time for a sequel, yes.
Yeah, a decade later, if we were writing Is You Good?
Yes, it'll be called I Is Good.
I love it.
Yes.
What would this new book, this decade later, consist of?
It would consist of how I'm still here and I'm good and a good attitude. And some people who only love you when you down, are not there when you up. And some people who only love you when you up are not there when you down. And you'll be surprised at who that is. And sometimes it's somebody that's close to you. Sometimes it's relatives. Sometimes it's what you thought was your best friend until everything got high. Everything's great. Now we can do this and this and now they don't want anything to do with you. And you're just like, huh? This is what we've been working on. Or, it's hey, now my new bestie is Ryan. I just met him, but we click. And that everybody, I'm from Florida, and I talk about this all the time. Like, you see rockets go up all the time. NASA is there. Cape Canaveral is there. Ooh. But the people who help get the rockets together. And then there's people who help get, the astronauts together. And there's people who get in there. And then whoever makes it to wherever they're going, it's only like 2 or 3 by the time you get up there. You know understand?
That's exactly what it feels like in this industry,
it's hundreds of people to get to that point. But when that rocket go up, and then even at that, some people, some parts of the rocket don't even go all the way up. Yeah. It has to drop off. So that's just life.
This is a lonely industry. This is a lonely career.
I was trying not to make it be, but there's somebody I had to let go. I'm like, just today.
No,
just today. Today I thought about it. I'm like, you know what?
Good for you though. Set that boundary.
And sometimes you kind of like the people, but they're not coming up. They're not. They don't have the fire in them to get better. So you still kind of going. You like this, and they're just staying here. Like, when you graduate, we all need to graduate.
I completely agree.
You're still in kindergarten.
We need to glow up together.
That part.
Yep.
Or you have to know to say goodbye, or it's definitely set boundaries, or you're not moving up where you're supposed to be.
And that's such an important boundary to set, too, especially in your life and as you want to progress in life. And I love to hear it because, honestly, you have been not only in this industry for so long, but just
so long.
Like, being here, you have seen everything.
Everything.
You have seen everything.
Everything.
You knew everyone. You know everyone.
And you know what? And I have beef with nobody. Ooh. So that is like in itself, I'm like.
That is very impressive. You're going to have to give me a little tip or two on that.
If you're nice to everybody, look, if you're nice to the kid that comes up to you, come on now. Hallelujah. Yes. You're nice to that kid. A decade later, you might be sitting next to them and they're interviewing you.
Wait, that is so crazy. I love that you made that connection. And you were very nice. I remember being annoying. Actually, I remember pestering you for so many pictures, and I'm actually cringing remembering that. But you took every single one.
And thank goodness.
You took every single one. I had so many to choose from. I chose that one because I was like, okay, I think this is the one with the best lighting. But girl, I got you in every crevice in that YouTube space LA. And you took every picture. It didn't matter what you were doing. You took every picture.
I will always do that. I feel like
this is why you're still here.
Thank you.
This is why you're still being recognized at CBS.
Thank you.
This is why you're being recognized at McDonald's with your daughter.
Yes, and she's like, oh, that's great.
That's so cool that your daughter thinks it's so cool because I feel like kids can. I don't have any kids. Mm-hmm. Probably not gonna have any kids, but she thinks it's so cool.
You my kid. Yes. Ooh. Yeah, she does think it's so cool, and I'm like, oh yay. Long as it's all good. Not everybody in your circle. That's another reason how you could tell when people will come up to me and people are like disgusted in my group. They're like, ugh. And most of my fans are always kids. They're still gonna be kids,
Of course.
No matter how many years have passed, there's kids that are still watching the Cinnamon Challenge and other challenges and stuff. So, they are the paparazzi. Everybody has a camera.
Yeah.
So I can't be, move out of here, kid.
You just tell the kid to be like, you know what? Not get out of here.
No,
get out of my face.
Right. I say yes. Come on.
Of course. I have the same exact philosophy, especially if there's anyone who's supporting my content or enjoys watching me. I'm more excited than them to meet them. I am so excited. I'm like, tell me everything about you. Let's get into it. And I think it's so like humbling, to be honest, too.
It is, and it's a good feeling. Especially when you do content like this. There's people who do like pranks or stuff that might not be so nice, and somebody come like, I can't believe you did that to your cousin. But when you do things that are, you the believer in yourself. I claim this over you. I'm like, claim it, baby.
Oh my God.
It.
Claim.
Yes,
claim.
I be yelling at my phone.
You've been
stuff.
speaking great things into existence for me this entire show. So thank you.
Thank you.
I'm claiming all of that too.
Claim that. But also claim my man. Man.
Okay, I want to get into this man. So you mentioned that we're manifesting someone.
Yes.
And besties, listen, I want this to be a perfect example of manifestation.
Yeah.
You're going to see this man hard launched on GloZell's social media, which you can find her at GloZell.
We lift him up.
You're going to find him. He's going to be hard launched because they're going to be together.
Yes.
But right now, we are in the manifestation stage. Tell us about this boo thing.
Oh, my goodness. It's hard to say without saying because we don't have nothing there except all in my mind. I'm delusional.
And actually,
I'm delusional about it.
That is going to become your reality.
And
that's your man's.
He said, "Good morning. I love you." In my head, he rolled with me today. In my head, like I've gone all the way to the delusional part.
He's literally texting you right now, calling you, but you're on the show, so you can't.
Yeah, that part.
Can't answer
like,
right
what's
now.
your rain size, hunty? Like he want to know.
He's like, where are we gonna honeymoon?
That part.
Absolutely. Oh, and I'm invited to the wedding.
Are you? Yes, you could be a bridesmaid.
Okay, wait, yes. Okay, well, I'm so excited. I'm gonna officiate the wedding.
I am down to clown. I am down to clown.
I will officiate the wedding.
I'm down to clown. Yes. Let that be the issue.
He's gonna be an amazing next chapter in the next book.
Yes.
The 2025,
we'll come here
2026.
Together.
Oh my gosh, yes. And we're gonna break it down.
Break it down.
You both are invited, but you have talked about your dating chronicles in your book.
Lord.
And GloZell, you have been through it.
You know what? Because I can get a man. Like, be like, I don't know if it's the green lipstick or what. Like, I don't ever have. It's the keeping of the man.
It's the green lipstick. It's the ankle. It's the
hat. Like people like, there's no. I get the men's. This one I feel like is. Can I get it right?
You know what? I'm gonna be so real with you. Objectively, reading your book, they were the problem. You were not the problem, girl.
I'm gonna agree with you.
They were the problem. You have been with a assemble of characters. Let's say that. You need to check out GloZell's book. She will tell you all the tea, Lulu.
That part.
We'll get into the tea, Lulu here too. But you have dated a rainbow of characters.
Literally. Yes.
We're manifesting. We have this new man for you.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the one.
This is the one.
It's gotta be. I'm tired. Like, come on, this the one.
Well, he's so lucky to have you, and that's the other thing. Not even just for GloZell, for any of the Delulu besties listening, I need you to know, whoever you want, whatever you're seeking, whatever you desire, they are lucky to have you. Someone who loves like you, someone who's entertaining like you.
Speak it over me. Come on, do it.
That is you, girl.
Do that Ryan thing you do.
Period. He's lucky to have you. He recognizes it. He's obsessing over you. He's thinking about you right now. He's thinking, wait, is she busy? Oh, she's so booked and busy. She can't respond to me right now. This is so awkward. I'm trying to get a wedding ring for her. I guess I'll just get a few. So there's options for her. And then he's booking the honeymoon as we speak. Where are we honeymooning?
Where I had a couple of places in my mind, but Bali is kind of where I settled on.
Okay, I'm excited. We're gonna see the pictures on at GloZell
on
Instagram,
on TMZ, and on
the paparazzi's gonna be there. Actually, I'm gonna be the paparazzi. I'm gonna be snapping the pics for y'all.
That part.
Yes, I'm a great couples photographer. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be a bridesmaid. You gonna officiate the wedding, and you're the photographer.
I am the Brett of my reality. So I'm a one-man show. Brett is our producer. He does everything for us here.
Yes. And my cousin.
Oh, and cousin Asian
Yes,
over
yes,
there.
yes.
Yes, but I will do all of it.
All right.
Absolutely,
All
happily.
right. There we
I'm
go.
excited to be a part of it.
Let
Well,
that be the case. Yes.
We're stepping into a little world of Delulu right now. We're really fully embraced out of the Delulu closet, right?
Yes.
So now we do this thing here on Delulu with Ryan Liu, and I want to ask GloZell Green, what is your most Delulu take? It could be silly, it could be controversial, it could be anything. What is the most delusional take you have?
On life?
On anything.
Well-
What's Delulu for you, Lulu?
There's so many things. Like this year, I decided that it's my vacation year. I'm like, I'm going vacation
I love
this
that.
whole year.
Have you been vacationing?
Yes.
Well, thank you for stopping here.
yes.
The ultimate vacation spot, Delulu Studios.
If it's not fun or vacation or fun and vacation, I'm not doing it.
You deserve a break.
So this whole year, I'm like, you know what? Because you do your best to manifest, but my manifestations come in like events and gifts, like big gifts. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm gonna lean into that.
the opportunities really do show up for you too, very
So,
randomly.
People, one day I'm like, I'm gonna be balling as much as it looked like I'm balling. You know,
And
like
you're balling, girl.
I'm balling.
I see you with that Louis bag right there.
That part. Now see, that's the part. I do like a good love.
you manifested so much more than you even know.
You know, so I've been to New York twice. I've been on a cruise, and you know, there's like 2 more
And
cruises booked for this
GloZell
year.
just saw Beyonce twice.
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 My friend was like, "You want to come to Beyonce? Sure. You want to go again? You want to bring your daughter?
Sure again.
What? So that like that you can't. So I'm thinking manifestations, and you have to be open. Comes in money, but if I had the money, I would have never thought to like. Well, let me go on a cruise again. Let me buy a Beyonce ticket again. So I'm doing so much more than I would have if I gotten what I thought I wanted.
Abundance comes in so many different forms, and it's exactly that. You'll be
Yes.
surprised at how your manifestations show up. It might
Right.
not always be exactly as you're imagining
Right.
it, but I promise you, it will always be better than what you asked for.
Yes.
And you're going to be so grateful for it.
Yes.
You are a true testament to manifestation being real. And this is why we
Thank
wanted
you.
to have you here on Delulu.
Thank you. So I'm just, I'm like, I'm on vacation this year. I'm not gonna fight it.
You know what? That's not even a Delulu take. You deserve
It's
a
not-
break.
okay.
You have carried the internet on your back since 2008. 2008. And GloZell's journey begins so much earlier than just 2008, by the way. She has been trying to make it in LA from the early 2000s.
Yes.
Before even landing on the internet.
Yes.
Before the internet was even a thing.
before the internet.
Before
People
the
didn't
internet.
know what was going on. I learned on a typewriter. Okay, I'm gonna be 53. People like a typewriter. You know, as a typewriter and a computer, then computers to the computers on your phone. Like you can do all your videos, everything, edited everything on your phone. It was not like that.
Yeah.
You know, and still here. Still here with you, with the youngins,
Oh.
with the kids. You know, I love it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I honestly feel so old. I know that's ridiculous to say. You talk about this in your book, and I actually loved this part of your book, and I want
But
to
I
talk to you about
vibrate
it.
young, and so you.
You do.
So you do that. Vibrate
Honestly,
young.
you walked in, you were younger than me, girl. I was like aching, literally on dress over there, cracked my back for me before we started.
What? Well, get you some. Is you okay? Is you chill?
Oh, and I'm so happy I have it
Ointment.
now. 'Cause
Yeah.
honestly, I need it so bad. I'm actually going to order more at glozellgreen.com.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
Yeah, but you talk about this in your book. You say you've been to VidCon. I went to
Yes.
VidCon for the first time last year. It was so incredible and fun. But you mentioned in your book that every year you go, it's a new crop, the youngest, the hottest, the
Yes.
newest
Yes.
internet stars.
Yes.
And then the next year, it's a new batch.
It's a new batch. You're there and you're like, what? Everyone's screaming and screaming and and you're like, who is it? And you're like, oh, okay. And then all right, oh, you nice to meet you. Da da da. I'm OG. Most people know who I am.
Of
I'm like,
course.
oh yeah, I love you. Da, da, da. And next year,
They're
what-
not there.
sometimes they're there, but there's another group. There's like
Yes.
and you're just like, huh?
Besties, unfortunately, I am not in the new crop in 2025's VidCon. I was not invited this year, but honestly, we're building something bigger than just having those. Because you've said it, you've seen it, you've seen people have a moment, a big moment, they
yes,
blow up,
yes.
and then they're gone.
And then you like, what are you doing? What happened? I've seen people who are like, now I work at Costco. You're like, okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
It's so crazy.
And
It's scary to
sometimes
think
they might
about.
be happier because people can't deal with the comments, you know? And like I said, I call myself an extrovert, introvert, you know? So not everybody can deal with people running to you and talking to you and da 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 da.
Right.
So, you didn't know, especially back in the day, like, this is it.
Yep. It can be like that. And I think as a creator in this day and age, I do not even read my comments. I see yours because I get notified of them and I'm so excited. I screenshot it every time. But no, yeah, it can be so much. And this career is lonely. It's exhausting. You're on 24/7.
24/7.
You have to perform.
And you don't know why people are in your life. So, and I never want to be one of those people like, well, since you don't have as much as I have, then I can't hang out with you. But it'll get to a point where you're like, it's
hard, especially like you said, you're such a giver and you're such a generous person and you want to be that person for everyone. But this is something I had to learn recently.
And you can't drag everybody with you. I want you to come with you.
As much as you
because
want to.
They have to go through their own thing.
They absolutely do.
And they won't appreciate it unless they do it themselves.
And then also,
you
they wouldn't be able to handle it.
There.
They wouldn't be able to maintain it. And that's what we're talking about with
longevity. And they can only bring you down.
I know. And that's the thing. That's why it's good that you set boundaries and you're able to move on. You have kept such a powerful community over the years, especially just with your creator friends. Who are you like kind of thinking when you think about your career as a whole? Who's been someone that's been a consistent rock for you?
Wow. Now, here we go. All right. It wasn't the person who I thought it would be. You would think it would be one person in particular.
Lulu.
But there was a time where I had gone to court for like almost 2 years, and I had just mentioned to somebody, I was just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do about rent and this and that. And this person, I believe it was Josh Skinner, I really don't know, I said something to Rebecca Zamolo.
Who was there when you broke your ankle?
And Rebecca gave me enough money for me for a whole year. My rent, my car, everything. I never said that. And I'm like, I barely, I knew her kind of, we did. She goes, when I was starting off, you did videos with me. And when I tell you that came out of the sky, I bet my ex is wondering, how did she make it? Because she didn't have any money.
You're always going to make it though.
How did she make it? How did she still have a car? How did she still have a place to stay? I had zero. And the eviction notices were there. I was on Vanity Fair and I had an eviction notice the same day. And Rebecca was like, she just said it so casually, her and her husband. She's like, yeah, I just wanted to give you, and I wasn't sure if the amount that she said was what she said because it was so crazy. And I was crying. I was like, because I wasn't expecting it. And I've never told anybody. So if y'all, I'm always like, you don't even see us together. Like, you don't even see us like that. She did
Those
that.
Those are genuine, real people, and that's so incredible.
You don't know who's remembering you. You just be nice. And it wasn't the one that I would have expected. There's one that I hung out with all the time, that I asked, that I begged, and I promise you I'll pay you back.
That's so heartbreaking.
Nothing. The one that I hardly ever talked to, she called out the blue sky. So there's somebody else who told her what was going on because we don't hang. So she didn't know. And she changed my life forever, and it was just enough to sustain me. To keep going. Rebecca Zamolo and her husband.
Oh my God, Rebecca and Rebecca's husband, shout out.
Shout out. And so I think that's
such a beautiful thing for you to honor too, and that's such a generous thing for her to give you. I honestly want to tie in and be like, that's the universe and manifestation. But Rebecca, that's all you, girl, like, and your family.
Yes, thank you. But so when someone gives you that amount, anything, and they're partnered with somebody, they both have to agree. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know people like, I want to help my sister, my cousin out, and then the husband's like, no, we're not doing that, or the sister, no. But so I'm very thankful for them. I never said that publicly, because they're like, you don't have to tell anybody. But there you go. Thank you forever.
That is so beautiful. And honestly, you attract great people too. So
thank you.
I hope it's not a surprise to you that you are being provided for and cared about and loved.
Thank you.
Because you definitely deserve everything.
I appreciate it.
You've been through so much, and you've talked about it so publicly. You mentioned in a 2020 podcast, you were a guest on Jonah and the Whale.
Yes.
And you were talking about the struggles that you were dealing with at the time. And that podcast was about 5 years ago now. I wanted to check in with you now, because I think at the time you said you were dealing with this situation.
Yes.
How are you today? Are you feeling better? Are you doing better?
I am doing. This has been like the best year ever. So 5 years ago, Jonah and the Whale, it was done by Josh Skinner, who I believe is the one who said something to Rebecca and her husband. I believe that it was him, because I'm like, how will she know? And I know that he knows them, and Like, I don't even know how.
Shout out Josh.
Shout out Josh.
That was a great episode too.
Oh, thank you.
Love listening
Thank you.
to it. Yeah.
So things are so much better now.
Oh.
And and I've been one of those people, like, I'm more than a glass half full. I'm like, even if we have half a glass, we still got something. We could, like, I am.
You bring genuine positive
Thank
energy
you.
and you're
Thank
so
you.
empowering. You mentioned on that podcast, on that episode, you said that even when you're feeling low and you need that faith, just sometimes hearing everything will be okay does that for you.
Yes.
And
yes.
that's literally faith. It's just affirmations. It's believing in the universe is going to handle it and take care of
and
it
it
for you.
will.
And it did.
Continuously.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I never had to have faith until things started going back, because I'm just like, since little, it's always been great. Love my school, love my parents. My mom and dad was there. It was great. And then, so you hear about faith. Okay, it's easy to have faith when everything's going great.
Right.
No, but what happens when the friends are gone? What happens when the money's gone? What happens when the people who say they love you, vowed to love you, gone? Not only vowed, now they act like they hate you and they're coming after you. And you're just like, what have I done that you hate me so much and you mad so much? That kind of things. And turn people against you, because obviously you're in GloZell's camp. So if you're saying it, it's got to be true. That kind of stuff. And then someone who barely knows you, it saves your life. Like, what? You never know. Just be open to how manifestations come. Be open to who loves you, and you don't try to hold on to somebody who don't want to be held on to.
Yeah, and let the universe bless you and let the universe guide you. You get the messages that you need, the
That
reassurance
part.
that you need.
That
and
part.
honestly, it's exactly that. Everything falls into place when it needs to.
You'll fall into a Ryan video right when, like, wait, what? What did he say? What is he saying? Let me play that again. That's right. Yes. I feel like I'm clicking my heels 3 times. There's no place. There's no place. Like, what's inside you? You keep going. You do exactly.
Thank you so much. Like, I'm so speechless about this. I love that you love the content and like that it means something to you. Genuinely, as a sidebar, because I want this to be about you, but like that's why I make the videos. For me, it's all about connection.
We won. It's about you. You is about me. It's about, that's why we met then.
Yes.
Is
that crazy?
Knew?
Yeah.
Who knew?
Look at that.
The universe knew.
All of it.
Look
at us.
Yes, I need to be more open to the universe, saying universe, and doing all the Delulu things, as you said.
Be Delulu girl, and that's how we're gonna create our dream life.
And our tour or our event.
Our event.
Yes.
What is it? It's gonna be ReinventionFest Fest 2025.
I love it.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, that'll be so exciting.
Yes.
Okay, we have to do it.
I feel like I'm like, why not?
Okay, we're manifesting it right now. So we're going to pull up this video clip, this highlight from this episode when we do have ReinventionFest Fest.
I love it.
Yay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to play a little game with you. We do a game here at Delulu Reinlu. Oh my God, I forgot. I was like, title for a second. We're going to do a game of claim or rebuke.
Wait. Does that have to? I see that there's sentiment here. Does that have anything like you're not gonna throw that on me, are you? Because I have concerns.
I actually don't know why that
sentiment's there. I sat here this whole time knowing I'm starting to itch. I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen with the cinnamon here?
I personally didn't notice there was cinnamon there. Actually, but now that you pointed it out, very random. I don't know.
What?
Just a very random thing that's here on set.
And that's when it turns, and that's
we're actually about to milk you for content. But we're gonna play a game of claim rebuke. So claim is you accept, and rebuke is you're rejecting. I'm gonna rapid fire some things for you.
Okay.
Okay, are you ready?
Okay.
GloZell, are we claiming or rebuking doing challenges in 2025?
I claim it.
Claim.
Yes, but when you break your leg doing stuff, you kind of slow down. when your leg is gone and
the
it's
challenges are going to be a little bit different.
Yeah, I'll be a little safer, is all I'm saying.
The 2025 challenge is walking.
Yeah, that part. They told me I wasn't going to walk, and every time I go up a stair, every time I'm like, thank you, because they said I wouldn't be able to do it.
GloZell, you walked right onto my set with your green Louis Vuitton bag, looking fab and young as ever.
Oh, Fat Daniel. I say that's why I mess with him. That's why I mess.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, are we claiming or rebuking being on a reality show?
I claim that.
Yeah.
First of all, because my wedding with my guy, they might as well film it all.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That'll be the reality show. It'll be.
But I'll be a
GloZell and your
housewife.
mans.
I'll be a housewife.
Period.
Like, a weird housewife.
That is
Green.
my dream. I would love to
would
do
be a
exactly
housewife?
what I'm doing right now, but be a housewife and
Okay.
let my mans handle everything, and
Handle
I can just
it.
do this for funsies and
Yeah.
not have to worry about
He just
if-
wants to see you happy.
Absolutely.
And doing what you
Let me
want.
do my little projects.
Yes,
Let me
like,
make my little
here's,
videos.
Here's money.
Thank you.
Do what you need to do.
Yes.
Make your
I'm
kid
trying to get a
continue.
matching green Louis bag.
That
for
part.
you.
That part.
And Louis, if you're listening, we are
Louis.
both available for
Brand
ambassadorships.
deals. Yes, that is my favorite bag.
Yeah?
Yes, because I would see like celebrities when I'm like, if I could just
I
have
see
a Louis
celebrity
bag.
of one right now.
That part.
Ooh.
That part. I
Ooh.
was like, if I could just get a Louis bag, my
And
life
you
would be
got-
great.
You got that.
Yeah.
And you're gonna get more.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Are we claiming or rebuking green lipstick?
Oh, claim! Not only claim, there's going to be a chance soon that you could get your own. And I want to do my own skincare line. I'm doing the gummies and the rubs now first.
Yeah.
But the skincare is coming because people are very kind and like,
Yeah.
well, what you put on your skin? What do you do? And it works because I will be 53 this year.
And you look incredible.
That part.
Okay, we want GloZell Green lipstick, and I think Obama and his first wife would be getting
Yes.
the first PR package for it.
That part.
Do you want to talk about that?
Okay, so I was invited to the White House. First of all, when there's a sitting president and they call you, I was like, click. I was like, you tell how old I am. I go like this, click. The new kids just go, But I'm like, why is the White House? This is a prank. And it's again, click. Like what?
So you were not answering.
No, I wasn't believing. Like you have a call from the White House. Why would I have a call
You're
from
like,
the
girl,
White House?
please. We're not answering that.
What? Huh? No, we're not answering that. And email, it looks official, but yeah, okay. That's really cute. Block.
Someone's pranking you.
Yeah, and then eventually, like, they contact the manager at the time. They're like, look, we're inviting you to the White House to interview the president.
They
Me?
wanted you.
Right. I'm like, what? Huh? And let me tell you how interesting it is. They never asked for my passport. They never asked for my license. They never asked for nothing. And then I realized, oh, these people been watching me. They know everything
I
about
was
me.
gonna say they're probably big fans.
I'm like, they know everything about me. So I'm like, I'm not gonna believe it till I'm actually in the White House. So now I go through TSA, no problem. Okay, go. I go to the White House and they're like, look up. When you're in here, you walk in, and there's this window you're looking through the garden, and there's 3 helicopters. They go, we always use more than one helicopter so people don't know which one is him.
Ooh, smart.
For safety.
Right. That's how I arrived to set too.
That part. That is the part. And then all of a sudden, here comes this helicopter. It lands, and I lose my stuff. I lose it. Because to me, there's a brother landing a helicopter in his yard. That's what it was to me. I'm like, I'm saying, I was like, what? And so I'm like,
Mr. President.
and people are talking into the. I'm like, I'm about to get shot up
I know, they
here
were gonna tackle you,
in the
they were
White
zipping
House.
down.
I'm like, well, that's all they gonna have to do because I'm about to scream because my cousin done landed a helicopter in his yard. Do you understand me? Who does that?
There's about to be a family reunion, actually.
That part. And he walked out looking just as cool as I don't know what. I was like, ah! And they told me, they go, don't touch him. I'm like, oh, okay.
Right.
Don't touch him. I'm not, why would I touch the president? I'm not gonna touch him. So he's like, hello, GloZell. I'm like, ah! And I held on to him, and then I'm like, oh my goodness. I wasn't supposed to touch him. And it seemed like hours. I was going, don't let go of him.
Now you're holding the
I'm
president of the
holding
United States. Yes.
And he's smelling good. Good.
Ooh.
He smelled like sandalwood.
Oh, wait,
and
I'm claiming
power.
that.
I was like, And he's
Okay.
like, GloZell, let go of me. And I was like, he knows my name. Okay. And I'm trying not to grind on you don't grind on the president. I'm just like, okay. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm like, okay. All right. I'm thinking they can't shoot me. I'm too close to them. They can't
Every
take a shot.
alarm in Secret Service is going off right now.
They have lost. They probably all fired. They're like, how y'all let her do that?
That entire team was let go.
The whole team is gone. They're gone. So then finally I get to the interview. I'm doing great. And I'm like, okay, whenever you go to somebody's house, I killed it. I'm like, I Oprah
killed it.
I Oprah that interview.
You did.
Killed it. And then I'm like, okay. Now they told me, don't touch him, okay? And I'm like, okay. So I take out the lipstick. It's green. I got green lipstick for your first wife. And he's like, first wife, is there's something that you know that I don't? And I'm like, oh no, I meant to say first lady. So then I'm like, no, take. Like, it was just terrible. So you see me go like this with the president, you know? I'm like,
Yes. Oh my God.
and that bit went viral. It was on every news station. I mean, and journalists also couldn't stand me because I'm not a journalist and everybody wanted to talk to the president, right?
I think Rob Lowe also was a little upset.
Rob, I'm like, I have the hottest hater. I was like, keep talking to me, baby. I don't care. I'm like, I have the
say
hottest.
whatever you want about me. Just keep saying my name.
Yes, I was like, Rob, he's trying to have like a Twitter fight with me, and I'm just like,
that's iconic.
I'm like, but I love you, so I don't really care. Thank you very much.
GloZell, you're way better than me. I would have stood my ground. I would have stood in G. I don't care who you are. I don't care.
I'm not an arguer. That's a couple of. I don't do that. You know, like that's not my thing.
Oh, I'd be arguing.
I was just like, thank you, screenshot, thank you. So as of that happened, and that's everywhere. It's on the news. It's just because he's talking to an influencer. Who is this chick? What green lipstick? Okay, so I go back to the airport. It's time to go home. Every TSA in the world, girl, I saw you. I sent it you. I couldn't even get out the airport. First of all, I was like, your job didn't work on the way in here. You know,
call them out. Let
it
them
did
know.
not work.
Let them know.
The right leg will let you know.
I don't feel safe in this airport.
But on the way out, you know, like Keisha and Tom and Lakid and Malik, no, I couldn't get out. I couldn't even get out. I'm like, what? So they took
You actually became the president.
that part
Yes.
of the TSA. They're like, what did he look like? What he smell like? What was that? And I have to say, the only thing I have to say is like they were showing you around the White House and all the different dining rooms. I didn't get one piece of food. So I do feel like the Obamas owe me a sandwich or something. I'm just saying, Ryan here gave me some food.
Oh.
When I came here, I got something to eat.
Oh.
So that's the only thing that I do. I think the Obamas owe me a meal. That's all I'm asking for.
We did
from
have
my
very
cousins.
cheap catering here at Delulu Studios.
That's better than no catering. That's better than no catering.
But you know what? We had a celebrity guest, so we had to make sure that you were
They
taken
did
care of and
too.
handled.
They did too.
Period. Absolutely.
They did too. What you talking
okay,
about?
You know what? Obama administration. I'm going to talk to you right after I talk to YouTube.
That's
so
hard. That's
you're
hard.
on the
You
list.
got a list. You got a mighty list
Oh,
there.
and you know what? I'm gonna keep adding to the list, girl. You let me know who an op is for you. I'm on it.
That part.
I'm on it.
That part.
But that was iconic.
That was iconic, and it really changed a lot. Because before then, it was like only cute little white kids and people in suburbia life knew who I was. You know, I'm like, do black people not have a computer? Like, I'm confused. Like, how come nobody? But ever since then, you know, it went because of that. So I'm very thankful for that interview. And, you know,
What a career highlight.
it was
Insane.
amazing.
Absolutely.
Amazing. And so, and then I got street cred from like my hometown, Orlando, Florida. You know, my mom was like, very proud. That's my daughter. Before it was like, oh my goodness,
You
what are
will
you
have
doing?
that on your resume for the rest of your life.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
There's a few iconic things. That's number one, and that I got a chance to. I'm in the series The Trolls, where
Oh,
I
yes,
am
I saw. You were Justin Timberlake's
grandmother.
Yes.
I love that. I'm like, those two things, you know,
Yes.
feel free to put on my tombstone. You know, as your interview,
Oh, you
a
have
sitting
done
president.
so much more than that.
thank
YouTube
you.
co-founder.
That part.
Let's start there. Okay.
Give me my millions.
All right. Well, GloZell,
Yes.
are we claiming or rebuking cinnamon?
Oh, this is another thing. This is like Donald Trump in a bottle because because it almost killed me, but it made my career too. So it's like there's a love. Oh gosh, you know, like it took me years to get over that.
I mean,
you know?
survived.
Like it burned my esophagus. Like I really did some hardcore damage, but. You know, I need to make friends with the cinnamon.
Your love-hate relationship with cinnamon is so interesting.
And you know, I was just, whew, yeah, cinnamon.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're getting the flashbacks.
Whew, yes. Like I didn't say this before, but like I was hallucinating.
Oh.
You know, like that cinnamon took me to like I'm like anybody else see the dancing dog in the corner because it's just going around in a circle. Like it was.
Girl, I'm about to get on some cinnamon.
See, that's why I didn't say that because you know I'm like there's gonna be kids like let me I want to see the dancing dog or whatever you know.
You know what? If you want to see the dancing dog, we're gonna try the Is You Okay? Is You Chill?
Chill, yes,
GloZell Great
yes.
Gummies available
Yes,
on GloZell.com.
I have to come out with a cinnamon flavor.
Oh, it's a
Yes.
big trigger for you. Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, thank you for being
Yes.
so brave and having
Yes.
letting us have it here.
Yes.
We'll cover her up with
Oh, I'm like, ooh,
some of Delulu Bestie Red Bull.
Red Bull. Okay, it gives you wings.
Yes,
Woo.
we love Red Bull, a good friend of the podcast. But last question for Claim and Rebuke.
Okay, so far I kind of claimed them all.
You be claiming.
I be claiming.
Are we claiming or rebuking YouTube, our first op?
Oh, you know what? You know what? It's like the first love that sometimes it might not have worked out, but it was your first love.
And you have
know
a
what
little
I'm
soft
saying?
spot for them?
Always, always. So I would claim YouTube, and hopefully the algorithm. Well, I wouldn't be who I was because you know what? I thought it was gonna be television, but it wasn't.
And you know what's exciting? It still could be.
It still could be. It still, I thought it was going to be the Tonight Show. I'm there over 365 times.
I want
in
a Tonight
row.
Show with GloZell Green.
That part.
I want
That part. I could just be
Night Glow with GloZell Green.
You're so.
I'm about to trademark that.
Yes. So that, and then I come visit you in the White House.
Yes.
That part.
Okay,
like,
wait.
I'm down with Rai.
This
President
is such
Rai.
a good Delulu reality.
Yes,
though.
yes.
It's a true Lulu in the near future,
Yeah,
and we're so
that
excited
part.
for it.
With
Oh
a
my
meal.
gosh.
With a meal.
Oh, absolutely. There will always be catering.
I'm just saying.
Attention, all future bookings for GloZell.
Oh.
Make sure there's catering when she comes to set.
I can't cook. So, and trust me, I'm going to
neither.
take most of that stuff that's out there
Take
home. And be like,
Take it.
Don't
Stock up. You got your mugs.
Don't say who took it. I took it. Don't where are the chips? I
GloZell,
thought we had drinks.
It's here for you.
GloZell was here.
It was here for you.
And because Barack Obama, they didn't feed me, I take the food.
And I'm
Do you
let them
understand?
know.
My
They're not gonna
cousins,
objectify
my
to
own
that.
cousins didn't feed me.
That's not family.
I'm just
That's
saying.
not family. That's
but he
not
can make
family.
up for it. I'm just saying. I'm gonna take it off,
You definitely are open to reconciling
including
with that.
this other.
This one's yours, and Ozell has one. Ooh.
Just in case y'all want to change your mind.
I'm actually gonna send Brett to dig in there and take that out for my
I
next
wish
guest.
you would. I wish you would. Brett would see a different GloZell.
Oh my god. Brett's from the country and you're from Florida, so I actually don't want to see this happen.
Yes, good.
GloZell was a regular audience member at Jay Leno.
Yes, Tonight Show with Jay Leno.
Right, and she did so much for the show. Also,
Thank
they
you.
owe you a check. Let's add this to the op list.
Yes, because
Okay,
they didn't have a
YouTube.
blog. They didn't have a blog. I did the
The
blog.
White House, Jay Leno's camp,
Yes.
the promotion you did for Jay Leno.
That part.
You will
That
all
part.
be hearing from me very soon. Expect an email from the Delulu Studios. But
Ooh.
so they ended up banning her from
I
attending.
am banned from the Tonight
day.
Show to this day. The only way that I get you not be banned is if I'm a guest, and I'm like, that's the only way I'll even go there.
And then
So
you're
one
gonna
day
have
I'm
to
gonna be a
confront him.
guest, and I'll be get this. Jay's not the host anymore.
Oh.
So whoever's the host at the time, I'll be like, I'm still here. You not.
And you know what? I think
I love
Jay
you, but you're
Leno
not.
probably would have still been the host if he just let you stay on the show.
That part.
So a
But
lot
I
of
love you,
butterfly
Jay.
effect happening here, everyone.
But see, here's the thing. I was doing videos so he could see the videos. But when I got kicked off, I was like, and the audience was like, but we wanted to see you. I would have never branched off. That's why some things have to happen. That's why you can't go
Absolutely.
after when people want to go or they break up with you, you say thank you and goodbye.
period.
You can cry.
And that's exactly what you
cry
did.
by yourself or whatever. Don't be like, can you please? Because I could still be there.
You created an empire from that moment.
Because
you
of
could have
that.
curled up into a ball, been disappointed.
I
That was
did
your
curl
life.
up in a ball.
That was your life.
I was doing that. I thought I was somebody because I was there.
Oh, and you're somebody because of way more than that.
But look at that. There's people
Absolutely.
who don't know who he is. Do you understand?
I literally, when I was reading your book, I was like,
There's people who don't know who he is.
right.
That is crazy.
But
so you
we
keep
know
going.
who GloZell Green is.
That part.
So,
That part. So put
period.
that on the list. I'm gonna be on the Tonight Show.
it's on
yeah.
the list. I'm piling up.
Of that part. I love this.
You can love them. I'll have a word with
After I
them
speak
on your
to
behalf.
our-
GloZell, are you down to play WWADG? It's a game we play here at Delulu. What would a Delulu girl do?
Oh, I'm down to clown. Come on.
Our Delulu besties have sent in their questions, concerns, problems, dilemmas, and we are going to give our professional Delulu advice on what we would do in this situation.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we have an anonymous bestie who asked in, I had a few too many drinks out with the girlies and accidentally told my situationship I'm in love with him. What would we do?
So she got a little tipsy.
A little tipsy. Little tipsy Lulu.
but what we know about the tipsiness is that that's where the truth comes out.
Yeah. So she loves him.
Okay.
And he loves you, girl. That's my Delulu take. He loves you.
I love that. So I think there's nothing wrong with that. What's the problem? That person needs to know.
Yeah, that person needs to know, and he probably loves you too, bestie.
Yes, and you know how to move forward according to what did they do next. If I say I love you and you just like, you know, then that might make me go womp womp, or they might build something better, you know. So let's go.
I would honestly, if I told someone I love them and if I was like tipsy or whatever, I would just own it.
Yes,
I'd be
own
like,
it.
I love you. Sorry,
that's right.
It is what it is.
Stand 10 toes down in it. Yep.
Lucky you.
Yes.
And bestie, lucky them. Lucky them. Okay.
But you also need to be able to tell them when you're not tipsy. So
right. We'll work on building the confidence too.
Yes, that part.
And we're gonna do it right here on Delulu with Ryan
that
Lou.
part. Yes.
So here's another one.
Okay.
Another anonymous bestie says, my situationship ghosted me a few weeks ago, but I have too much pride to ask what happened. How do I reach out in a nonchalant way?
Okay, I've been ghosted like Casper, honey.
Oh, girl.
So you don't reach out. You find you tell yourself, you know, you forgive them, you forgive yourself for falling for somebody who just flies around. But here's the thing, he gonna be back. So be prepared for your answer when he comes back.
He gonna haunt you, girl.
It's like a chain that's broken. It's not quite the same when it come back. So hopefully you're not gonna feel the same way when they finally come back. So focus on you, love you, and then the right person's gonna come to you.
Claim, period. And honestly, GloZell, you're absolutely right.
Been there, done
honestly,
that.
girl, I would just shamelessly spam them. I don't give a fuck. I would
let them go.
Me again.
Yeah, you don't have to block or whatever. Let them see how great you're doing.
Oh, period. And you're gonna be glowing like
part.
Miss GloZell.
Glow
okay.
up.
So, how do we find out if there are other girls in the picture? Without asking.
It don't matter.
Instagram.
If there's other girls in the picture. The person that's for you is for you. They're going to cut them off irregardless.
Period.
So it don't matter. Let them be millions.
There's no third party. There's no one else in the picture. There's no one else.
The person for you is for you. It doesn't matter. What you going to do? Fight them? What you going to do?
And you know what, GloZell, you would know because of your man that you're married to. You had a beautiful honeymoon in Bali.
Yes.
I saw the pictures on Instagram. It was
That
gorgeous.
That part.
Yes, exactly. And they're for you just like GloZell's man is for GloZell.
That part. Trust me. There's plenty of men that want me. I want this one. But there's plenty of women.
This one wants you?
And men who want this one. But
Speak
he
on
want
it.
me and my one leg. That's what he want.
Oh, period. Claim. Claim.
With no sandwich from Obama.
Oh, but a sandwich from Delulu of Ryan Lou.
Yeah.
Hi. Okay, we have one more. So I like this one a lot. Anonymous bestie asks, how do I figure out his zodiac chart without looking crazy? We just started talking.
Oh, yes. You know, once you say, like, what time were you born?
Girl, get in there.
And what's your zodiac? They know what's up.
Wouldn't it be so silly if we just talked about, like, our time of birth and where we were born, just like right now? Wouldn't that be crazy?
Wouldn't that be wild? And you know, like I need to know what time.
Right.
So, eventually, you kind of do want to know that.
You gotta know.
I wish I knew so many times before.
Right.
You know, so that you kind of.
Wait, do you know the zodiac signs of the men you dated?
Yeah.
Okay, wait. Can I I'm gonna give the names that you gave them in your book. Can you tell me their signs and if they were like their sign? I'm actually gonna do one. This is what I'm curious the most about.
Okay.
GloZell has gone out with a homeless man.
Yeah. He was talking about he was in between homes. I'm like, in between jobs mean you don't have no job. So
he was in between homes, girl.
Means
he meant in the car driving between neighborhoods.
And it smelled like urine. I'm like, is this your home / bathroom?
You know what, GloZell? I fear you took me in that moment when I was reading it. I was right there. I smelled it. I experienced it. I went on a date with that man too.
Oh, really?
I did. And
in California, you gonna date the man? Because in California, they could look good, and then you still like, you know, just something a little off. But something you're in the land of craziness, you know, of Hollywood, a Hollywood.
It's all a land. It's like, okay,
you know,
you're either in between homes or an actor in an upcoming Netflix movie.
That part.
Right. It's Los Angeles.
That part. You know, it was before OnlyFans, so.
Yes, there you go. So, and maybe they could have had a home from that.
Now, but not then. So yeah, and his name was Shaq Kobe.
Oh, that's right. And you wanted to see his ID.
Yeah, because I'm like, who's named Shaq and Kobe? Come on now. He was. He was. And I hope you're doing well because that's his real name. Bless you.
But you know what, y'all? GloZell was not, she was catfish. She was a victim of this situation. He looked polished and very well put together when they met.
Right. But I didn't realize, but his brother didn't look that, but the brother was the one who was keeping them together. And the brother went back home.
You were a victim in this situation.
And I was like, what is this?
Right.
Trying to pay for a movie with a Ralph's a coupon card. Like, what?
Oh my gosh, I'd be so mortified. I don't even know what I would do. I don't even know what I would do. Oh, you're better than me because you watched the movie.
Yes, I did watch the movie.
Girl.
I did watch. But when you come on Ryan's show, make sure you know, like he knows every detail. You can tell that people pretend and stuff, and I already know what they're gonna ask. And But no, this has been like, what? You know that? Like, what? I wrote that for real. Yeah, that's right.
There are no secrets when you're a guest on Delulu
Oh
with Ryan.
my goodness. How do you do all the research? Okay.
Well, it's because I'm a huge fan.
That part.
I'm a huge fan. I love the book. I obviously love everything that you've done.
Thank you.
But okay, that was WWADG with guest GloZell Green. Yay!
But we didn't answer the question.
Oh wait. Okay, my answer is honestly just ask them. I don't know. I don't know. I'm so not wasting my time. I'm always like,
you know
what's your
what?
sign? When were you born? Give me the chart. Let me see the chart.
Yeah, right.
Let me see if we're compatible.
Right now. Don't be wasting my time,
Don't waste
energy,
my time, girl.
money.
100%. 100%. Exactly. Yep.
Yes. Okay.
Well, that was WWADG Besties.
Okay.
If you want to be featured in the next episode, all you need to do is join my Past as Besties community and let us know your question, your concern, your dilemma, and this could be you next week. Well, GloZell, we close out every show by manifesting together.
Ooh.
We're going to speak something into existence together. What are we manifesting right now?
Well, we've talked about it, and I'm just, first of all, the gummies go. What we talking? Is it for you? Like,
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna. Your show goes as highest as you want it to go, and like the ratings just stay on top. Like it's crazy how you just continue to go viral, and you get all the guests that you want. You have to literally say, Oprah, you got to wait. You got to wait. I don't have room for you right now, Oprah. But you know what? One day I'm gonna get you
Oprah
in.
Rejection.
We gonna squeeze you in there. And
Claiming.
I'll have Barack. Okay. I got a sandwich. I'm gonna show you what you're supposed to do for GloZell. While you on the show.
I'm a teacher.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, right here.
You sponsored by the LV. You know what I'm saying? And Porsche.
Right. Yes.
Give him a car.
Give me a car.
That part is all good.
I got places to go.
Or maybe Tesla now. I don't know. Look at him. Look at him. He's like, but just, you took it too far. But
okay, I admittedly do have a Tesla, so we'll let that happen. Yeah, Tesla. Elon, don't call me. Tesla, let's do it. Okay, wait, I'm claiming all of that. Thank you so much.
And more,
I felt that. I have chills.
And more, that your guests are great and they're open and it's fun and you expand to whatever you want to whatever products you have. You have your own nail line and whatever you want, and that you are a bridesmaid.
Well, I am going to be a bridesmaid.
Yes,
that one's for sure true, Lulu. But thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm going to speak things into existence for you. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to get a little bit of Make sure you include the gummies and the skincare.
Girl, I'm a professional.
Great health.
Okay.
I want to stay flexible for, and
for the activities.
And my my particular man.
Okay, well, you know what? Watch this. Okay. I'm speaking into existence. GloZell Green, successful entrepreneur, multiple brands, multiple products. Yes, the success of Is You Okay? Is You Chill gummies, the success of her upcoming skincare, the success of the next GloZell book that we have coming out. Everything is coming together. GloZell being on a late night talk show as the host. GloZell getting her own sitcom as the lead.
That part.
GloZell being booked and busy after her vacation year. The discussions begin this year. Everything's being signed. We're talking 6 figures, 7 figures? 7 figures. Yeah. We're talking money. We're talking interviews. We're talking about a placement in the White House, a home.
That part.
And your man celebrating all of this the entire time, all the way. So proud of you, so impressed with you, looking up to you, obsessed with you. It's actually going to be a little bit cute and a little annoying. Next time you come to my set with your mans, I'm actually going to be like, hey, actually, can you calm down a little bit because I need to interview her and you're doing the most because you're super obsessed with her and in love with her. And even though I did officiate your wedding, we have a little bit of ways to go. We're working right now. And you're going to get all of that and more. It's already yours. You are Lucky Girl Syndrome on crack, literally.
I received that in the highest form of good.
Period. I'm claiming that for you. Lucky Girl Syndrome on Is You Chill, Is You Okay gummies.
That part.
Period. Well, GloZell, Thank you so much
Thank
for being such
you.
a fun guest.
You
this
are
was so
amazing.
amazing. This was amazing for me. I needed this. I genuinely needed this.
I needed this too. I was like, ah! I'm so excited.
I want to scream too.
That's great.
Okay,
I need you to
cut
be
the scream
excited
out.
like your cousin landed a helicopter in his garden. Do you understand?
Absolutely. Okay, ready? Cousin landing helicopter.
There you go.
I'm glad that you did it with me.
Yes, you're not alone.
Thank you so much.
Over and out. Love y'all.
And thank you guys so much for watching another episode of Delulu with Ryan Liu. This was your healthy dose of Delulu, so now you can go live your true Lulu. GloZell, where can the Delulu besties find you?
All platforms, GloZell. Make sure you go to glozellgreen.com for your gummies and your chill, your ointment and merch, GloZell Green. Please follow me on the YouTubes. I'm still there. On the TikToks, I'm still there. On the Instagrams, I am still there.
Besties, we have a little something for you. You need to check out this book. And also, if you're not a big reader, the audio version of this book is also available on Delulu Besties Spotify. And it's narrated by Miss GloZell Green herself. It is an incredible read.
Thank
It is
you.
so inspiring. She talks about her journey as a creator, her journey in life, how she found her faith, and where she is going and where she is now, which
Thank
we'll
you.
actually find out in the next book, the sequel.
Yes!
But besties, if you love this episode, please follow the podcast on Spotify and hit that bell button to be notified of every new episode. And if you will be so kind to give the podcast a rating for us.
Wait.
Yeah.
I want to do, like, don't you have, like, these
Yeah.
things you do with people?
What is it?
You know, like not a retreat, but like
Yeah.
something that I can sign up for. Where do you
oh,
know?
my workshop.
Yes.
Wait, thank you for plugging.
Yes.
Besties, if you're trying to become a master manifester,
Yes.
please check out my workshop. It's also available at the top of my page. And if you want to join besties such as GloZell, becoming a master manifester, that's exactly where you can learn to do it. And that's at the top of my page as well. Thank you so
Yay,
much.
you're welcome.
Thank you. And besties, if you do rate the podcast, I will personally call
You
your ex
will
for you.
rate it and
Ooh.
highly rate it, okay? And
Oh.
leave comments.
That is actually,
We don't have no ifs.
That's not a request anymore.
That part.
You have to honor GloZell, honestly.
That
She deserves so much reparations for everything that she's been
Thank
through.
you.
So please do that for her and do it for me, your Delulu BFF. And besties, if you want more of this podcast, please join my Passes Besties. Thank you to Passes for producing the show. And also, please follow me across all my platforms, E.MOPRATONS, Emotions, and the podcast account at Delulu BFF for more of this show. With that being said, besties, thank you so much, GloZell, for being here. Over and out.
Over and out.
Over and out. Stay Delulu, besties.